Schools are very special places in which traditions seem to come about organically. We try something one year, we like it. We realize we really like it. And then we find ourselves wanting and even needing to do it year after year. So here we are again with two sixth graders, Laura Caradimitropoulo and Henry Gustafson, offering their insights and tales into their lives as sixth graders in the lower school.
Good morning, everyone. I know we are all here today to drift into summer, but we want to take this opportunity to talk about some of our experiences throughout the lower school. Both Laura and I have been here since first grade, and we have noticed some things over the last 6 years.
In first grade, I had a crush on Henry. The first day of first grade, our tables were in groups of 5, 4 across from each other in a rectangle and 1 on the end. I was on the end. My back was to the projector screen, so for Danielian, my desk got moved next to Henry's. Guess who was excited about that? He was so nice, funny, and just fun to be around. Since then, a lot of things have changed.
Throughout those changes, we've been through a lot together. From being Bartholomew and Remember Allerton, a brother and sister in our first grade Pilgrim unit, to being the Scarecrow and Tin Man in the 3rd grade puppet show. We also had our times that I would not brag about, like being pulled from class together to go to Mrs. Shuey's office for a talk. Even though we were in trouble, that still had a fun side, because when we got back to class, we told everyone that we were helping Mrs. Shuey move some flowers.
And I'm pretty sure they all believed us. In first grade, we had little magnetic apples with our names on them that we took off of a filing cabinet to mark that we had gone to the bathroom. Making it there in time was still a challenge in those days. Just a few weeks ago, we were going to the bathroom in the woods of Chilwaukee. During our time in the lower school, we have learned to go to the bathroom inside and out.
In 4th grade, we always wanted to be waiters. The thought of going into the kitchen where the big kids went was awesome for 9-year-olds. But now that we are waitering, we could use a day when someone tells us we aren't allowed to.
As a first grade class, we were all very close. Even the kids you didn't know very well were included in all of your games or activities. We were all extremely athletic. The only thing we did at recess was soccer, and maybe tag. Now we have a larger variety of individual interests. Allie, Catherine, and Grace are the recess readers.
Amanda and Solo are the recess talkers.
Lauren and Elizabeth are the recess swingers.
And Dean, Henry Y., Kian, and Masal play their own mysterious games. But the majority of the class still loves to kick around a soccer ball, just like back in first grade.
One huge change throughout the lower school is Henry's height. We used to be closer in size, but now he's 5'8", and I'm 5'1". Though I'm not the happiest about that, I know I'll catch up once I hit my growth.
Of course, over the years, some friendships have changed, and some have stayed the same. If you were paying attention during the slideshow, chances are you saw a picture of Ben and me at Chilwaukee rubbing cheeks. I swear this is the first time it has happened, since first grade. For the last 6 years, I have maintained a friendship with Ben that I hope will last for quite a while.
Other friendships have changed, and while we might miss our old besties, there are other things we will also miss as we move into 7th grade.
And then there are some things we won't miss.
I will miss hearing Mrs. Shuey down the hallway in every class and getting a "Hi, Laura" every morning.
I will definitely miss full contact recess.
But I won't. We both will and won't miss Mr. Aaron's bad jokes, which actually aren't so bad anymore.
We will miss lunch announcements from Armand and Ryan about the latest basketball game, Tyler Hammond with a joke, or Mr. Chauncey with some geography.
We will also miss having SST homework every other night.
I will not miss near-death experiences and SAVs coming back from hockey, but I bet those will continue in upper school.
And while we'll continue to have morning meetings next year, they probably won't involve sitting on the floor in a circle and holding hands. Speaking of upper school, there are quite a few things that we are looking forward to. I, for one, am definitely excited for dances. It will be so enjoyable to just hang out with friends and dance as if there's no tomorrow.
I mean, sure, that sounds fun, but don't you worry about, that awkward moment, asking people to go with you? It might just be me, but that doesn't sound fun at all. This won't be a problem for the lucky ones, but what happens if the person you ask says no? Ugh. I don't even want to think about it. Can we talk about something we're both excited for?
Well, I know we are both extremely excited to meet new people. 12 of us in the 6th grade have been here for 6 years, and we really want some new people to learn about. People from China, Korea, or New York. Just some new people in our lives to share the 7th grade adventure with.
But today is not about moving into upper school. It is about remembering our time in 1st,
2nd,
3rd,
4th,
5th,
and 6th grade. As a class, we have definitely left our mark on the lower school. And I don't just mean the physical damage, like the piece of the art building that was taken off by Andrea's head in 4th grade. I mean the impact that we have had on teachers and each other, and the impact they have had on us.
We can't forget to give Mrs. Shuey a huge thank you. From the 6th grade, but especially from Laura and me. Mrs. Shuey, you may not have noticed, but both Laura and I wrote you letters as our final pieces of 6th grade English. This was just a coincidence, but I think it says something. I think it says that you have made a big impact on both of us throughout the lower school experience.
Before we all depart this afternoon for some wild adventures this summer, I would like to acknowledge all of our teachers, our parents, and especially our friends who have made the 6th grade an amazing year. Here's to another 6.
Wherever we may be.
Please join us in a final huzzah. Huzzah!